Hi guys, welcome to 3 Geeks in the Pod. My name's Ja-Mez and it's time for the news. Now, I don't know how frequently I'm going to do this segment, probably just once a week. I know I just did a walk vlog news segment a couple of days ago, but there's a couple pieces of news I wanted to talk about really quickly that are still topical, and I want to talk about them while they're topical. First piece of news, the Godzilla teaser trailer. Now, if you've been following this story, you know that Warner Brothers is doing another Godzilla movie, and 2 years ago at San Diego Comic-Con, they released a teaser trailer that was exclusive to the con. Nowhere else has it been seen. It's only been shown twice, both times at Comic-Con, and people have been kind of chomping at the bit to see this teaser trailer. Well, to everyone's surprise, it actually showed up online yesterday on a YouTube account called Akira Watanabe under the name of the Fat Boy trailer. And since a lot of people are really kind of looking forward to getting a glimpse at what this movie is going to be like, what it's going to be about, and since we've only really gotten descriptions of the trailer from Comic-Con, a lot of people have been chomping at the bit to see this. So I thought I'd treat you guys and actually show you the trailer today. Roll the clip. Oh, it seems that Warner Brothers actually doesn't want this trailer online. All the copies that are online, all reports seem to indicate that they're leaks, and they're pulling them down left and right. Now, I've actually managed to see the trailer, and I've got to say that I'm really impressed. I'm not the biggest Godzilla fan in the world. In fact, I've always kind of found it a little silly and hokey. That's not to say other people can't enjoy it and there's not value in it. It just never worked for me. This does. This looks fascinating. It actually starts with a cool camera flying over top of a devastated city, and you see crushed buildings and like a giant hole kind of punched into one building. A train just kind of smushed and knocked off its tracks, and just bodies scattered everywhere, and there's smoke and there's flame, and there's actually a really cool shot of what looks to be sort of a fallen Godzilla with sort of burnt embers on his body, so it looks like maybe, I don't know, are they throwing away the ending and telling us that he died? Is it just kind of a misdirection to throw us off? Maybe there's more than one monster, I don't know. But I thought it looked really kind of cool, and of course there's, great ominous music. They set the pace very well, with a great quote that kind of establishes just the horror of having a monster come out of the sea and kind of destroy your world. And of course there's the trademark roar that we're all kind of familiar with, and you watch the creature's head kind of step out of the shadow, and it sets a really kind of great atmosphere and a great kind of mood for what this film is going to be, and it's taking the story kind of seriously. I always thought that the early films were kind of silly. I know they were trying to take it seriously, but it's hard for me to take it seriously. And again, they're from the 50s and 60s, when you didn't have the great effects and the great budgets, and you put together things as best you can, so it's not fair of me to go back and say that I didn't enjoy them because they look kind of hokey, but they did look hokey, and even as a kid I couldn't get into them. This looks exciting. This looks like a kind of Godzilla movie that I could get into, where yes, there's a monster and he's destroying things, but there's a seriousness about it, and there's a horror about it, and there's a fear about it, rather than just it being ridiculous characters on strings and in a big rubber suit fighting each other. Now, of course, everybody remembers the 1998 film, the American kind of remake of it, where Godzilla attacks New York, and it's not a very loved film. In fact, it's really kind of hated. There are some people out there who kind of enjoy it, but it wasn't a very good movie, and I know they did another one after that, and maybe 2 or 3 other ones after that, that kind of went back to the old style of, knocking over the cardboard buildings, and I don't think those were super successful either. But this looks really kind of cool. It kind of reminds me of when you first saw the Cloverfield trailer and all you heard was like a giant roar, and then the head of the Statue of Liberty rolling down the street. And when I saw that, I was thinking, oh cool, they're doing Godzilla, and they're doing it kind of serious. Now, of course, that's not really what Cloverfield was, and even though I enjoy Cloverfield, that's not the way they were going with it, so it's kind of cool to see that this is taking it seriously, and I want to see what they're going to do with it next. Moving on to the second piece of news for today, and that's Avengers Age of Ultron casting news. Now, since I haven't done the news for a while, I should probably bring some of you guys up to date about what's been going on with Avengers 2. They've officially titled it Avengers Age of Ultron. They've officially cast James Spader as Ultron. Now, if you don't know who Ultron is, he's basically a sentient cybernetic villain who is created by Hank Pym and basically decides that because humanity is flawed, it's a threat to the world, and that humanity, especially the Avengers, must be wiped out. Now, what's fascinating about this character is that each and every time the Avengers come up against him, he's basically invincible, and it takes some incredible kind of lateral thinking to come up with a way to defeat him. Just because every time he respawns as a new Ultron, he's kind of learned from his mistakes as the previous one and just keeps improving his model, and he just keeps getting better and better and better. And it's frightening how quickly this character becomes a real threat and becomes a real danger to the Avengers, so it'll be fascinating to see what they do with this character. But the big casting news that came out yesterday is, we've known for a while that they're going to be doing Quicksilver and Scarlett Witch, twin mutants who used to be part of Magneto's Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, who eventually became Avengers to redeem themselves and help the world. And yesterday we got official word that they have actually been cast. We have Aaron Taylor Johnson, who's famous for Kick-Ass and Kick-Ass 2, who will be playing Quicksilver, and as his sister we have Elizabeth Olsen, who's famous for being, I believe, the younger sister of the Olsen twins, as the Scarlet Witch. Now this will be fascinating because unfortunately Marvel Studios can't do anything with mutants since Fox owns the rights to all of the X-Men franchise. However, there's a strange deal between the two of them that, because they're each part of both franchises, both studios can utilize those characters. So they are. Quicksilver is actually a part of the Days of Future Past storyline in the future. I'm not sure what his involvement is necessarily, but I know that he is going to be in both films. I'm not sure about the Scarlet Witch, but it's cool to kind of see that there are some characters who are kind of crossover, and due to some legal gray areas, they can actually be in both franchises. I don't know. It's interesting. I just thought I'd let you guys know that they have been cast. The cast has actually expanded now, and I think it'll be cool to see where this goes, and another film that I'm really kind of looking forward to. And in other geek news, I'm just noticing now on Facebook, I don't know how confirmed this is, I'm letting you guys know because this is incredible if it's true. Apparently, over 100 lost Doctor Who episodes have been found in Ethiopia. If you don't know the story to this, back in the 1960s, BBC basically purged their archives, destroying all kinds of old footage. There were over 100 episodes. I'm getting various accounts of 106 episodes, 160 some odd episodes. I don't know. There were a whole bunch of episodes that were thought to be lost forever. There was no hope of finding them. Over the years, fans have been putting together kind of mock episodes with old audio tapes and old footage that, clips that had been found in other places, but a lot of these episodes were either lost in their entirety or large chunks of them were still missing, and this is actually incredible news. Again, if it's true, I'm not sure if this is verified or not. This is coming from the mirror.co.uk. I don't know if that's a credible newspaper or not. I should do my research about this, but I'm only just finding this out and sharing it with you guys because I'm kind of flabbergasted that this is actually true. So yeah, that'll do it for the news tonight. Don't forget, guys, you can follow us on Twitter, you can like us on Facebook. All of our news goes up on both of those social networks all of the time. Anytime you want to get any updates about us, it's all there. Don't forget, you can also subscribe to us on YouTube. All of our old episodes are there. And join us every Sunday night live at 8 o'clock. 3 Geeks in a Pod. Go to debsnoel.com/3gp. And if you want to be a part of the show, join us in the chat at debsnoel.com/chat. And you can, participate. So yeah, that'll do it for me, and I'll see you guys next time. Good night.
I'm like, I'm gonna kill a man tonight. I'm gonna, push him to pull it, and I'm gonna get his brain or something like that. And so I was like, I reached my hand forward to take it out, and then he goes, no, I don't know where your hands have been, so you're gonna have to do it with your teeth.
Because you know where your teeth have been.
You don't know where my mouth has been either, and...
Now I've actually managed... No, I'm looking here. Stop looking up there. Look here. Stop looking... Don't look there. Look here. Look here. Bad James.